Ladies and gentlemen, specially invited guests, members of the media, viewers online, welcome once again to the opening presser of the third edition, the third season of the DP World ILT20 tournament. And we hope that a 2025 edition will be even better than the previous editions that we've had, with so many global superstars always involved in this wonderful tournament, and a couple of the really wonderful perspectives, so many associate players, high-class players making their own name in the global game, not to mention the domestic product, which is growing from strength to strength. Let me invite to the stage DP World ILT20 Chief Executive Officer, Mr. David White, and Ashish Sehgal, the Chief Growth Office, Digital and Broadcast Revenue, Z Entertainment Enterprises. David, thank you very much for being with us. Mr. Sehgal, thank you very much. Round of applause once again to the two gentlemen. Thank you very much for being with us. David, let me start with you. And DP World ILT20 has contributed enormously, of course, to the development of the game in the UAE. And it is one of the few tournaments that provides extensive opportunities for associate players, for domestic players. What are we to expect from this edition of the tournament in your view?
Well, firstly, good afternoon. And I'd just like to acknowledge as well Ashish and also Mr. Mohammed Abu Hama from DP World. Great to have you. And players, great to have you here. And as well, welcome to members of the media. We're really excited about season 3 of DP World ILT20. We are unique in that we do have a number of associate players. Of course, we have our UAE players, and this league is a key part of that high performance program. Right. And it was really pleasing last year that a number of the UAE players really excelled in the league. But we've also provided an opportunity for associate players from around the world. We've got players from Nepal, Malaysia, Italy, Scotland, USA. So it is a fantastic opportunity for the associate players to rub shoulders and learn from the elite as well. So not only on the field, but off the field, but also be coached by some of the best coaches in the world.
Yes, yeah, that was a point that was mentioned to me earlier, that the coaching is something that will get these players exponentially better. Let me move on to Ashish. And, you know, DP World ILT20 has already established itself as the second most watched cricket league in the world through the Z TV network and partners in the broadcast. What do you attribute this success to?
Good afternoon, everybody here, and thank you, Ian, having me here, and welcome to all the press dignitaries. Let me start by saying this, firstly, that Z is very proud to be associated with ILT20, DP World ILT20 tournament. The idea behind associating with this ILT20 league was from the perspective of bringing true international cricket to the world. But as you all know, cricket, the germination of the viewership starts from India. So if India is watching, world is watching, right? And I think that is where we wanted to emphasize about the entire tournament's perspective. So I'll give you a perspective that how ILT20, viewership in India is different than any other league which is happening. Most of the leagues or sporting tournament are mostly on the sports channel. However, we use our mass reach channels like movie channels, etc., to promote this league, and show the league on those channels. Apart from that, we have now one of the topmost OTT player, Z5, which also shows the league live out there. So now India is very fast, developing in terms of its discerning viewership amongst the international content. So international content is being viewed across the country, and there is almost 30 to 40 million viewers who watch it daily. whether it is entertainment or sports, etc. So hence it became, quite a sitting viewership there, where we can build this league out there. Apart from that, use our mass channels to introduce high quality international players as well as cricket to those people who are not really watching cricket. So that has helped us in 3 years itself, or rather 2 years itself, to make it the second most watched. That strategy has worked for us.
Okay, thank you very much for that information. And after year 3, we expect that to double or quadruple.
Of course, we are targeting 250 to 60 million. Let's see.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ashish. I'll just allow you to, David will stay with us. We'll allow you to take your seat in the front row. Thank you very much for your insight. And of course, a great opportunity now to invite DP World's Mohammed Abu Hamra, the COO Digital Technology, DP World GCC, to talk about the impact of DP World's contribution to cricket in the region and to their partnership, thank you very much, with the DP ILT20. It's moderated, of course, and is growing in shape and form. Thank you very much for being with us. And this is now DP World's 3rd year as a title partner of the DP World ILT20. Tell us a little bit more about the partnership and the mutual aims between the league and DP World.
Thank you very much. First of all, thank you all for attending, officials, media, representative, clubs, captains. And congratulations for everyone, for the DP World ILT management for kicking off the season. And we are really optimistic that it will be an amazing, unique season like the previous years. We in DP World are always fortunate to be part of a unique opportunity, being part of the first homegrown UAE tournament or cricket tournament. So this for us strengthened Dubai's position as a logistic and as a sport global hub, and it brings one of the greatest sports to its fan in Dubai here. Last season had almost, as an estimate, 348 million views through the TVs, digital platforms, and this only shows how strong is DP World ILT20 tournament locally and globally, and we are happy to see the growth year by year that it's happening. We are not doing only that, we try to share some values with the sports. Our company, DP World as a group, shares a lot of values, and we speak about logistics that takes care of delivering results and goods in a very complicated environment. And cricket is also the same, and we share those values where we deliver results in a very complicated environment. We are really happy, proud to be affiliated with DP World ILT20 and all other sport partnership that we are having.
If you could just delve into that for me and just sort of share a little bit more insight into how DP World uses that logistics experience to support major cricket tournaments.
In all our sport partnership, we have something in common, that we push boundaries in the sport and in the logistics. Cricket today has almost 2.5 million fans all over the world, and a huge base of those fans are sitting here in Dubai and in the United Arab Emirates. If we speak about DP World, we move and handle almost 10% of the global trade, from the cork in the balls to the wood in the bats. We have been in the heart of the sport supply chain since long time. And we use those capabilities that we have to flourish the cricket globally. We have launched many initiatives, not only sponsoring tournaments, but a great initiative which was launched in 2023 called Beyond Boundaries with our global ambassador, Sachin, where we were committed to the global cricket fans to deliver 50 reshaped, repurposed shipping container to different clubs all over the world. And those containers are fully equipped with cricket equipment, tools, to an extent of the scoreboards, seats, and everything. And by this, we are trying to make the cricket reachable for all the communities and for all the people around the world.
And finally, that's an extensive footprint for DP World. How satisfied are you and how much further are you intending to push those boundaries you talked about?
I think we are trying to create legacy beyond the boundary of the pitch. And we try, based on our global capabilities, to build custom logistic solutions for the fans, for the clubs all over the world, to deliver the most important equipments and pieces to complement the whole cricket ecosystem so it can work properly. So those customized solutions are complementing the overall effort that's done by other people in the ecosystem. And we are always there to support the cricket globally and make it reachable to everyone, as I said.
We are quite happy and pleased. I hope that you are pleased with the partnership that you have formed. Thank you so much for your contribution ongoing to this wonderful sport.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Mr. Abu Hamra and to David. I'll invite them to retake their seats at the front. Gives me great pleasure now to invite to the stage the ambassador of DP World ILT20, Mr. Shoaib Akhtar, the former Pakistan Express fast bowler. Shoaib will make his way to join us here, looking as fit and as fine as ever. I'll get you to come on the side, Shoaib. Great to see you, Shoaib. Being involved in your ambassadorial capacity once again this year, how much are you looking forward to this third season?
Well, before I begin, I must congratulate this young man. He's my first test wicket, by the way. I got him out on the slower one, not the fast one. So he's been an idol, he's been a gentleman, he's been a bowler. We used to look at it. And it's my luck that, I able to play against you. And that was the only test match that I played against him. A DP World ILT20. It's a larger than ever before. I mean, the kind of, the colors that went into it last year, the hard work went into it. It was just amazing. It's just like, good to see that the people are tuning into that league, where league actually getting bigger and better in terms of, the viewership, and people are getting engaged. I'm really sure that, the audience, the females and the people across the subcontinent tuning in. A reason why we have Sehwag, we have a brilliant name, Harbhajan Singh's, yourself, everybody's there that, to making things look so much better than ever before.
Thank you very much for once again gracing us with your presence, and it was an honor and a pleasure to play.
Thank you very much, and best of luck to DP World ILT20, and thank you very much.
I'll invite you, Shoaib, to take your seat in the front row. And of course, one of the highlights of this opening presser will be to invite the captains on stage, and we can have a chat with them and hear their thoughts. MI Emirates captain, Dubai Capitals, Abu Dhabi Knight Riders, Desert Vipers, Gulf Giants, and Sharjah Warriors. Nicholas Buran, Sikandar Raza, Sunil Larain, Lockie Ferguson, James Vince is not here, but Timal Mills will be representing the franchise of Gulf Giants. And last but by no means least, Tim Salvi is here as well. Gentlemen, thank you very much for gracing us with your presence. I know things are going to get very busy from here, but you all look fit and fine as we would expect. And I want to start, Nicholas, with you leading MI Emirates and, of course, being defending champions, and how much you are looking forward to this season.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this season. We've been apart from the inception, and as a Mumbai franchise, we take winning very seriously, and there's a lot of planning going into the season, and we're here after 2 years, winning last year, and we're anxious to get the tournament going because we just feel like, we understand what it takes to qualify and reach the finals and win as well.
And the retention of many of those same players, those core players, how critical is that?
Very, very important. I just feel like, as a franchise, it's really important to have that core, especially in franchise cricket. It's really difficult to keep playing cricket with different bunch of guys and asking them to understand how we play. So it's really important to have that core, and we're really happy that they're here again with us.
Someone like Mohammad Wazeem, a local UAE player, two-time Blue Belt winner, and the award for the best UAE player of that last season. As captain, how does it feel to have someone like that involved in your team and under your charge?
Yeah, we're very lucky. For the last 2 seasons, he's been really good for us. And I was having a chat with him yesterday, and I was telling him, we don't see you as a UAE player again because you've done so well in this tournament, and we just want to continue to see him, grow as a batsman and as a player and as a leader as well. So I'm very lucky to have him, and we hope that he can continue, his good work.
And finally, any message for MI Emirates fans?
Yeah, continue to support us. Not every game we're going to win, but we're playing this game for you guys. We're trying our best to entertain, and at the end, hopefully we can win.
Thank you very much, Nicholas, for your insights and your thoughts. Sikandar, Raza, thank you very much for being here with us. First of all, let me just say how pleased I am for you that you're back into red ball cricket with such a bang after an absence of, 2, 3, 4 years. Great to see you here in a tournament that you've excelled in. What does it feel like for you to be here again?
Yeah, certainly very humbled and proud to be here. It's always nice when you get retained. We've been with this team. This is my 3rd year with them, so it's quite a nice feeling. It's a family-based team we are building. The culture we're building within the changing room as well certainly allows us to have that. So it's good to be here.
As the MVP of 2024, I know if you could share those feelings with us. And getting to the final just didn't quite have enough to get across the line. But as you reflect on that last season.
Yeah, it was nice to get the MVP, but it would have been a lot nicer to get our hands on the trophy and not see Nicky P holding it, to be honest. But credit when it's due. I thought these guys batted, bowled, and fielded, and they actually did better than us in all departments. And once a team does that, then all you can do is hold your hand high and say, listen, those guys came on top and they had a brilliant game, and there was nothing we could have done. Looking back, yeah, you can always analyze. Sometimes you overanalyze things as well, but hopefully we get one step further this year. Forget about what's happened last year in the final, but not to forget the lessons we learned from last year, and hopefully try and go one up this year.
Your local UAE players, your thoughts on them over the last couple of seasons and what you're expecting in 2025?
UAE local players plays a huge part, in the combinations of the team and also for their own growth and development as well. A tournament like ILT has certainly raised the standards for the cricket in UAE and for the local boys as well. So it's very important. It's nice to see UAE boys doing as well, especially being the home tournament for them as well. We've got Akif, who's been with us for 3 years. This is his 3rd year. Heather, we've got him again. This is his 2nd year. He had a wonderful season last year as well. And I expect, and I know he will be even better this year. He's a very hard-working boy. We've got 2 new UAE fast bowlers that we've got within our ranks with the name of Farhan and Zishan. I've seen them in the nets and I've seen them in the warm-up game as well. They were pretty brilliant as well. So it's nice to see that the pool of players, the UAE boys, UAE as a country is growing. And once that starts growing, the cricket starts to get better. There's more competition. The professionalism kicks in, and then anybody who works harder and smarter starts to climbing up the ladder, which is very essential to go up at the top with the country and for their own personal growth.
And finally, your message to Dubai Capitals fans for this upcoming season.
Yeah, those are special fans because we have had our ups and downs in the past 2 years as well. We finished semi-finalists 1 year. We got to the finals last year. So thank you very much for all your support during the difficult and the good days as well. Without the support, this would not be possible. So keep supporting, and hopefully we can add a few more numbers this year to our support group as well.
Thank you very much, Sikandar, for your remarks as well. I'd like to move on now to the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders leader, Sunil Narain. Sunil, some memorable performances last season, lost in the eliminator to DC. Unfortunately, that finished in the playoffs. What have you identified for this 3rd edition that you think will be critical to pushing the needle?
I think we have been growing from the first to the second year and now the third year, so obviously eyes on the prize. But I think key factors we have to work on is the power play, batting and bowling. I think not losing too many wickets and obviously trying to take wickets. So I think if we could nail along those things, we'll have a better impact for us in the winnings.
I've known you for quite a long time. How have you enjoyed leadership? You've always been a reticent, shy guy generally. At least that's the impression.
I think that's just personality. So I think as a captain, you do it in your own way, and I think you learn as you go along. So the more I'm captaining, the more I learn, the more I observe. So I think it's a working process, and it's something I'm enjoying at the moment, and hopefully just getting from better to better. And I think winning tournaments will bring that.
You've got a couple of key players in your squad, not exclusively, but someone like Phil Salt and Sufyan out of Pakistan, who had a wonderful ODI debut against South Africa recently. What do you make of those players for those who don't know much about them?
No, I think they are quality players. I think they bring something different to the team, and hopefully this season we can get a good start with them there and just go from strength to strength.
A reflection on some of the local UAE players that you have had in your mix over the last couple of seasons?
Yeah, I think for us, we have been chopping and changing a bit, but I think Ali Shan did a wonderful job last year. I think batting the way he batted, he's going to have high expectations for him this season. So I think with him going from strength to strength and going out there and trying to showcase his talent, I think it's very good for UAE cricket.
Just a message from your franchise to the fans of the Knight Riders out there.
No, I think we had a tough few years, but last year was decent. So I think just coming out and support us is all we could ask for. And we're going to go out there and try to deliver the goods. It doesn't happen all the time, but with your support, we try our best.
Thank you very much, Sunil. I want to move quickly to the man to your right. Great to have Lockie Ferguson with us and leading the Desert Vipers this season, making your appearance here. How excited are you about your participation? It's an area of the world that you know a lot about.
Yeah, no, it's great to be here. Obviously, with some players I've played alongside and against. I think the squad we've put together has been exceptional this year, but having just arrived yesterday, I'm really looking forward to sort of getting underway with the tournament. Obviously a beautiful part of the world to play in. We get looked after so well off the park and of course on the park, so looking forward to getting underway.
And the impact of pace and high pace, someone like yourself in a tournament like this?
Yeah, I think it's a big part of the T20 game. I think taking wickets throughout is very important, whichever sort of area that comes in. But looking forward to a new role as in a leadership sort of role. Obviously, I've played underneath Tim down the line there, and so have learned off him over the years. But looking forward to putting, as Sonny said, my own spin on a captaincy role.
You've had your own leadership experience. What are the key ingredients in that in being successful?
I think as a bowler, there's some benefits sort of being a bowling captain, having bowled in situations that are difficult and knowing that even though you execute, not always does the result go your way. So having learned off other captains in the past, Sonny as well, looking forward to just, I guess, trying to help the bowlers in the squad. Fortunately, we've got a lot of experience in that area, but also some of the local boys that I'm still getting to know and looking forward to seeing their skills on offer this tournament.
Guys that you'd be familiar with, guys like Azam Khan and Fakhar Zaman, how important and instrumental will they be?
Yeah, they're very passionate about this tournament. Having caught up with them today, very excited to get underway and nice to have them on my side for once instead of bowling against them. But yeah, certainly very passionate Pakistan boys who are keen to get underway.
And as we've done with every one of the other captains, a word to the fans?
Yeah, look, the Desert Vipers have obviously a very strong fan group, so looking forward to this season. Obviously new leadership, but a strong squad with a lot of depth throughout. And I think from last year they're looking to make a few improvements, but very excited to get underway.
Okay, thank you very much, Lucky. And we'll stick with the theme of pace because we'll move to Timal Mills. James Vince isn't here at the moment. Timal, a last couple of seasons with the Vipers. Now you're moving over to the Giants. How are you feeling?
Yeah, as I say, Vincey's in the sky right now, so he'll be here, I think, tomorrow, ready for our first game. But yeah, as you say, I played for the Vipers first couple of seasons. They didn't want me back, so I made them move over to the Giants. So I'm really excited for that. My first time working with Andy Flower, who's obviously one of the most successful coaches in franchise cricket. So it's been a great week so far, getting to know my new teammates, and we had a couple of practice games, and our training sessions have gone really well. The squad's coming together really nicely. So looking forward to getting going in a couple of days.
I know you would have spoken to Andy, as you said just now, and to James before MI Emirates. It was the Giants who won the inaugural tournament. What sort of pressure, if any, is there on this team to try to get back to winning ways?
As players, you don't want to put yourselves under pressure. I don't think anybody performs their best when they're going into situations putting themselves under undue pressure. But we have a very experienced side, the guys that have played in franchise and international tournaments for a long time. As you say, they won the first year of the tournament, and a lot of those guys are still in the squad now. So we won't go into it with pressure. Obviously we have expectations, yes, but as does everybody else here and back at the hotels. So we come here to win, and we'll be doing our best to try and do that.
And you confirmed, obviously, what we know, that you've been involved in this for the past 2 seasons. Some of the locally based players like Ayan Khan and those guys, what have you made of the way they've gone internationally, because they've made international waves as well as in this tournament?
Yeah, that's the whole point, isn't it? As everybody else has said so far, to try and give back as overseas players, international players, to our local guys, so that when they play their domestic cricket here, and then hopefully increase the strength of the UAE national side when they play in their international series as well. And I'm sure this tournament will help that no end, and hopefully we'll start to see the UAE national side perform more consistently, and maybe cause some upsets on higher levels on the back of the local players and what they're learning in this tournament. So I experienced that with the Vipers, seeing the local guys grow there, and I'm looking forward to seeing that with the Giants this year.
And that's your message to the fans, that you're promising a return to those successful ways this season?
Yeah, certainly. We hope so. As I said earlier, a lot of the guys in the squad now know how to win. They won it that first year, so they know what it takes. As I said, Andy Flower, as head coach, certainly knows what it takes to win. He wins pretty much most places that he goes, or gets very close to, if not. So, our expectations are high, and we'll be confident going out there and hopefully lifting the trophy.
So no pressure on Andy then. Thank you very much for your time, Timal. Tim, thank you very much. Tim Salvi, ladies and gentlemen. 16 years of international cricket, more years domestically, making an entrance into a tournament like this and leading. How are you feeling about the upcoming season?
Yeah, very excited. It's a great tournament. I've watched from afar for the last couple of years, and really looking forward to being a part of it this year. So been here a few days and loved my time so far, and just looking forward to getting stuck in.
Are there any specific goals that you set yourself in this DP World ILT20 third edition? Have you had little checkpoints that you say, this is what I want to tick off this season?
Not in particular. I think any side you want to go to, you want to, contribute to helping them have some success. So that doesn't change for me. Whatever side you play for, you want to come and hopefully offer some experience, hopefully offer and help learn some of the other guys to learn off, and just try and contribute to what should be a good few weeks.
When you turn up at this facility here, how much of your mind harks back to 2021 and the final that you played here in the T20 World Cup against Australia?
Yeah, I think you have memories at most grounds you go back to. That one wasn't obviously a great memory. It was a great tournament to be a part of. We played some great cricket throughout, but unfortunately fell at the final hurdle against Australia. So played here a number of times, had some good memories here as well. That was one that, like a couple of others, we'll look back on in our career and wish we did a couple of things differently.
A true legend and superstar of the game for all of those years. Thank you very much for being here with us. And as you have left that impression on us, speak to your fans of the Sharjah Warriors and let them know what you are hoping to leave for them as a legacy after 2025 season.
Yeah, firstly, thank you for their support over the first two editions. I know it hasn't probably gone according to plan for the franchise, but hopefully 2025 is a better year. Very happy with the squad we've got. Got a great balanced squad, a great mix of players. So hopefully 2025 is a much better year than the first two editions.
Tim Salvi, Timal Mills, Sikandar Raza, Nicholas Puran, Sunil Narayan, Lockie Ferguson, thank you very much for your insights and your thoughts. I know you're quite eager to get your hands down to the work on the field. The members of the press, I'm sure, will be hoping that we can field a few questions.
Hi, my name is Sanjeevni from Bold India News, and my question is for Lockie Ferguson. Very first, congratulations for the captain role. And now that you have talents like Kushal Mala, who's youngest and the most experienced player so far in the squad, as well as we have the racing snake, Nathan Soter. So how do you think all these players, including you, will compete with Gulf Giants if at all we end up being at the playoffs?
Very well, of course. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think so, but got together with the team. We had a nice little team bonding session this morning, but I've noticed immediately how welcoming the group is, how much fun they're having on tour in such a short period of time, how close they've become. So nice to kind of jump in while the team is connecting so well. That only transfers straight onto the field. So from my point of view, just trying to add to that as best as possible and harness the talents that you've just mentioned. Obviously some world-class cricketers amongst with some fantastic UAE players. So looking forward to game one, and then we'll take it from there.
Another question?
Hi, my name is Altamash. Hello.
Yep.
My name is Altamash from Sports Dynamic. My question is from Mr. Nicholas Puran. Considering the most popular saying, batters bring viewership, bowlers bring trophies. So just wanted to know how you are taking care of Trent Bolt for this season, because he'll be for the MI franchisee from the whole long years it will be.
That's a really good question. I'll ask the boss. But yeah, he's a big blow for us. But we want to wish him all the best for our twin franchise in obviously South Africa. But again, the opportunity is there for other players. We have Faruqi, who has been really good for us in the last two series. He would definitely get a new bowler here because he's been begging for it. So there's an opportunity for him, and obviously Rohit, Zahur, the other UAE guys. So looking forward to that challenge, and hopefully they can grab it with both hands.
Hello, Jamil Hassan this side from Caring Sports. Jamil Hassan here from Caring Sports. My question is from Tim Sauti. UAE is the only associate member in ICC that hosted Men's T20 World Cup, Women's T20 World Cup, Asia Cup, and hopefully they are also hosting some of the matches of Champions Trophy, and they have own leagues like Abu Dhabi T10 League and ILT20. Where do you see the rapid growth of UAE cricket in next 5 years?
Yeah, I think it's been a great start. Obviously got three great facilities in the stadiums that we've played at here. Hence why you've had such access to such great tournaments. I think a tournament like this is only going to grow the local talent, and I think we're seeing that. We played against the UAE in a series a few years back, and I think the more they're exposed to tournaments like this and international cricket, they'll continue to grow.
Hello, Ijaz Ahmed here from Urdu Point Network. My question to Sikandar Raza. You had played almost all the major and biggest leagues around the world. How you will rate ILT with other biggest leagues in the terms of fan engagement, competitions, and your overall experience?
Overall experience has to include the country itself. It's a beautiful part of the world to come to. I quite enjoy, my family quite enjoy here as well. We are well looked after on and off the park as well. Where do I see ILT on the global ranking? I think being one of the tournament where you have 9 overseas playing in the playing 11 certainly makes it one of the toughest leagues to play in, because the quality of the league and the quality of the players that are always available on the park as well. I don't think so I can put that into 1, 2, 3, or 4, but it's certainly one of the toughest, but also one of the most enjoyable leagues to be part of. You get a true sense of your own skill sets, where you stand as a player, where you stand as a cricketer as well. So certainly one of the toughest and most enjoyable leagues in the world.
Okay, if we have no more questions, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for sharing this presser with us. And if the statesmanship of these leaders is anything to go by, we will have another phenomenal tournament here in the DP World ILT20 in 2025. Thank you very much, captains, and we'll allow you to get down to your job. And of course, at the end of this press conference, we have lunch that will be served for anyone who's interested. Thank you very much for coming.